All right, baby. Today is Wednesday. It is August 14th. Welcome to the Dog Walk, presented by Barstool Sports. Free swim Wednesday. Before we get going, I want to talk to you guys about Vanderhagen razors. Look at this, Chief. Tell me, I know we're over Zoom, but tell me how cleaned up this looks right now.
It was noticeable. It was the first thing I said to you, that the beard, look at that line. Put your head up. Perfect line. No nicks, no cuts. Looking good, Ed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vacation
Danny,
Ed.
Danny could jump in at any point and compliment me as well, but
precision there. Good job.
I'd like the record to state that it was not a compliment of you, but rather the razors.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm one with Vanderhagen. So Vanderhagen safety razors allow you to get a closer, more comfortable shave. The use of one-blade razors help prevent nicks and cuts while making your skin feel smoother than ever. The best part, these blades cost as little as $1 a piece and last anywhere from 3 to 5 shaves. This will save you thousands of dollars over the years compared to the cost of cartridge razors. The blades are ice-tempered stainless steel blades from Germany that are sharp enough to give you the perfect shave. The handle is made to last a lifetime, so the only recurring purchase you will have is for blades. Check out your local Target and Rite Aid to get yourself a Vanderhagen safety razor today. All right, so obviously you guys see, if you're watching this, maybe the audio is different too. I'm on Zoom. Danny and Chief are both in studio. Free Swim Wednesday. I am broadcasting from an undisclosed location in Northwest Indiana, Northwest Michigan area. Guys, one thing it doesn't get talked about enough is it doesn't matter if you're a 33-year-old man that's about to turn 34. If you're the youngest in the family, you always get the shaft with the girls' room. You know,
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on the Powder Puff Girls.
Powder Puff. I couldn't recall what those were.
what do you mean? So do you bring those pillowcases, or does Gary, Indiana provide them?
Yeah, that's it, Danny. We just have like a sack of pillowcases that we've had for 20 years, and this is the Powder Puff Girls that we always put on.
We have those too. We have like a old 101 Dalmatians blanket. I don't think they make those anymore. You got to just cherish those. Be happy that you got that pillowcase.
Dude, that's do you remember that some of those throwbacks, they don't make blankets like that anymore? I
No
feel.
way. Like Winnie the Pooh, the nice quilted one, you're busting it out at the kids' soccer game. Everyone's like, where'd you get that?
Yeah. Do you remember the baseball one? Either of you?
Yeah, just a bunch of baseballs on a blanket. Yeah.
Well, it was like I remember. I think they had it in Angels in the outfield too. I think it was like all the teams, but like it was like the old
Yeah.
school.
Oh,
logo.
I
okay.
remember those for football, like bed sheets for football. And
Yeah.
that was like when I was a very little kid. I would always want the pencils, and you would have like they'd come in packs of AFC and NFC pencils, and then you had one pencil of every team. That was always my go-to, like second, third grade.
Did you ever watch Powerpuff Girls, Eddie? Serious question.
For the record, I actually
Sounds
don't
like a
think-
yes.
I know. I mean, I maybe stumbled upon an episode. I can't say that I was like, all right, Powerpuff Girls on. Like
Sure.
it's got my attention, you know?
Well, I mean, yeah, because it would come on right after, a show that you would watch, Johnny Bravo, Courage Cowardly Dog. Speaking of which, Cartoon Network just shut down. That's why I brought
Permanently?
it up. Yeah,
Shuttered?
they're down.
Damn.
But I was gonna say, Powerpuff Girls had maybe one of the creepiest, most evil villains on Earth.
Is that Shengo?
No, not the monkey, the red. It was basically half guy, half girl. Red, he had like a really deep voice, lobster claws. I think it was like him or her was the name. Regardless, there was like a quote tweet going around, quote like the best Cartoon Network characters in honor of them shutting down. I kept seeing him amongst several Courage Cowardly Dog villains. Just thought I should bring it up.
Really? No, I haven't really watched. I want to see a picture of this guy now. What's his name?
You got to hear the voice.
Yeah, his name is literally him.
Him, but it's a cartoon transgender man, I guess we call it.
What the
Him from
fuck?
Powerpuff Girls voice.
Yeah.
His name is Tom Kane. Hold on.
I don't know about his government name, but
Oh shit!
yeah,
I don't like. Oh,
it was one of those ones where you look back and you're like, maybe I was too young to be getting this
Watching
scared. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a tradition like any other. If you're still the youngest in the family, you still get just the shafts sleeping in the little girl's room. So that's where I am right now. And this is like,
I mean, you
Airbnb.
have nieces and nephews.
Yeah,
do you
right.
not?
At what point does it go from youngest sibling to like just gets passed down to the nephew?
Yeah. At this point, it's
See-
like you're choosing those.
I'm excited for that, but it's not there yet because they're still in the phase where they get bigger rooms because they're bundled in with their parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
So they're like sleeping on fucking, the trundle pullouts and shit like that.
Gotcha. So you're just happy to have a bed as opposed to be like, oh, I got a sleeping bag or I'm on the couch.
Yeah, I guess that's a positive way to look at it, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Or in the backyard on a hammock.
Yeah. With backyard hammock. Also a tradition like any other as well. Like I go away and I'm like I starting to get the sniffles, so that's not great.
We got
And
2 weekends in a row coming, or 2 weeks in a row for you at Lakes, because we got the Barstool Summer, whatever that thing is, summer camp. So
yeah,
you're at right at the start of week 1. You're gonna be a bag of shit.
I know.
You're gonna be going full bug juice.
I know it's going to be a crash landing. That's for sure. Because I saw this and it kind of made me think about it. I don't know if you got social. She's on the social team, Devin. Danny, you definitely know her.
Mm-hmm.
She put a question up the other day. Would you rather have your walk to work? Would you rather have it rain every day you go to work, like just like trickles on you, and you get a walk or you commute, whatever, or would you rather have it rain on vacation, but it's perfect every time you commute to work, or vice versa? Does that make sense?
Say it again.
I get what you're saying.
Would you rather have it be rainy and shitty every time you commute to work, but nice every time you go on vacation? Or would you rather have it nice when you go on vacation, but or rain on vacation, but always nice when you're commuting to work, like walking?
Option A. I mean, I drive to work. What are we talking about? Unless
Well,
it's like a blizzard, that might change the scenario. But
Well, you got to go option A, just based on the fact that you're not vacationing that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But also, it's a really good hypothetical.
I don't think it is actually.
Why? But you're saying it from the shoes of someone who drives to work.
Yeah, but I used to walk to work.
You'd get tired of walking in the rain.
Sure, but it's also like, would you rather it rain 350 days a year or have it rain like the 1 week where you on vacation a year,
Yeah, give me the nice vacation.
But I get it. If you're like looking towards vacation, it's going to be ruined every time knowing that it's going to be bad weather.
And like I walked to work every single day basically for 4 years of this job. So
well, bring that guy back. Like picture that. What would you pick?
That guy's
I'm
dead.
still like I'll put on a little windbreaker and just walk to work.
You better have not one.
Have you ever spent all that money to go on vacation somewhere and then you just get shit on with rain? And it's like, I've been waiting all year for this vacation and now I'm just locked in my hotel room watching the fucking preview channel.
I mean, basically anytime you choose a vacation to Florida,
Yeah.
it's going to rain every day.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think there's a great option. That's why I think it makes it a fun hypothetical.
I think, well, vacation, you could kind of choose to go indoors when it's raining, but if you're stuck walking to work while it's raining, you know what I mean? You don't have a choice. The vacation scenario, you could go under a roof, whereas walking to work, you necessarily can't.
I'm getting paid to walk through the rain. I'm paying to sit inside while it's raining on vacation. So
You're so downplaying how brutal it is to walk to work in the rain.
I'm the one who had to do it for a long time, for years. I've only been driving to work since what, March?
Yeah, I guess. But
So yeah.
I'm at a point where I've been kind of walking to work / trying to catch the bus, but I'll get to the bus stop and you're able to like text the number to see how far along is it. And like this morning, for instance, it said it was going to be another 23 minutes. So I'm like, God damn it. Because if I walk on certain days, like where it's hot and I'm getting to work and almost need to throw on a Saturdays Are For the Boys shirt after to get the sweat one off. So I get that. I would understand that struggle. And same thing as if it's raining, like it could ruin your whole day at work.
totally. I'll tell you one thing. Like there's few things I hate more than wet socks.
Oh, that is the worst. Wet socks
Yeah.
are a problem. I'll give you
Like
that.
truly.
Yeah.
Like I that's an instant bad mood
Yeah.
once my socks get wet.
And there's nothing like unless you have a spare set, like they're not drying out. Like those socks will be wet until you take them off at the end of the day.
No, like White Sox Dave still hasn't let us live it down that we left that week 1 game. Was it 2 years ago now?
Yeah, it's a San Francisco game with a torrential downpour.
Yeah, like I'm talking torrential. Like if you're a Bears fan, you remember that game. It was week 1 and it did not stop raining the whole time, like pouring, like
Yeah.
you couldn't walk through the South lot without submerging water to your ankles.
We had to buy ponchos.
They call it the
Yes,
monsoon
yes.
game. The monsoon game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the
that was
monsoon game.
that might have been the peak of Justin Fields' career too, because he got that one when he slid in
Yeah.
head first and got that sweet picture. I feel like that was like, all right, that was the moment.
And that was the downswing of Trey Lance's career, probably.
You know, everyone
Yeah.
always talks about how bad wet socks are, but they never acknowledge the fact that your shoes are also getting wet, and those take a minute to dry. You got to put them over the vent at home.
Yeah.
Chances are they might smell terrible for the remainder of their career.
Good point.
And those are really kind of past the point too. Like they'll never exactly smell right again.
Exactly. And if you have one of those like a running shoe, the one that kind of water can easily seep through, that's kind of game over.
Yeah,
They're
and I
going to
kinda
forever be a different
perpetually wear them.
shade. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. I kind of perpetually wear those too.
Yeah. You might as well be wearing flippers.
Yeah,
I wish
like,
the flippers were allowed. I mean,
Walking.
yeah, like I have slides that when I'm home and I'm walking the dog, all I wear are the slides. Keep my feet cool. It's summertime. I don't want to have to tie shoes, put on socks, find matching socks. The whole just like it became somewhere along the way. It became like an internet meme that you're not allowed to have comfortable footwear in the summer.
Well, why would you want flippers walking around looking like Scuba Steve? You only need
No,
those.
I didn't mean the actual flippers. I thought you meant like flip flops when you said flippers.
Because Crocs do the job, right?
But like Crocs aren't shit on the way that other.
Crocs are back. The custom Crocs, like Portillo's.
Yeah, those are sweet.
And like every country singer's got their pair now. I kind of predicted that a while ago that custom Crocs specifically, like with crazy logos, would be making the upswing back and going retro.
well, who's stopping you, Chief? Why don't you start bringing flip flops back?
The voices in his head.
I don't. I get enough shit on the internet. I don't need to have this added to the list too.
You were definitely the thong sandal guy at some
Yeah, I people that was like one of the first things I got shit on relentlessly for is I would wear jeans with flip flops, and I thought it was like, hey, like,
the what is the thong sandals?
yeah, I guess they're just sandals.
No.
Yeah.
There's a difference between flip flops and the V going through the big toe and the second.
You're talking slides versus the reefs.
thong sandals, right?
Yeah.
Yes, dude. You don't know what thong sandals are? It's
I
got the-
said yes.
I was at a point
said
where I thought I
yes.
was saying it wrong.
No.
No, you are correct. You
Yeah.
just can't comprehend. It's a G string going through the big toe and the index toe.
Yeah.
Going through the big.
I don't know what the problem is with that.
You know he used to perpetually wear this, Danny.
That's what I
no.
just said. Get the potatoes out of your ear.
But you were.
I know. I heard you, but
Yeah, he said flip flops instead of thong. Big difference.
yes, let me finish my story. And our friend White Sox Dave would relentlessly shit on him for it.
Yeah, but I still think I look at,
You cross dressing.
but like, why, what, so wait a second, just so we're clear. Thong sandals can't also be called flip flops?
No,
No, they're not.
girls maybe they could be interchangeable, but like if you were a guy being like, oh, I'm thinking about wearing flip flops, and you show up with thong sandals, I'd be like, oh, well, that's not what you said. Like I would.
I backtrack. They can. They can.
Sure, but
Yeah.
you know.
I think it's the umbrella is like the flip flop, and then you have the slides and then the thong.
sure, but it
Yeah.
couldn't be a bigger difference. I would say, categorically, maybe the same, but
I feel like the flip flops are sometimes made with like leather, and the slides are just like the rubber Adidas.
yeah, right. Like the Adidas sandals are a billion times more masculine than any pair of thong sandals.
It's so amazing how shit just
Good enough for
like,
Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, but I guess I can't wear them.
No way. He had
I
the
don't
straps.
think Jesus wore thong though. Dude.
Yeah,
I-
they have the strapped one are called Jesus sandals, like what
Yeah.
a hiker would wear.
A hiker?
Yeah,
Nah, some of
like
these look like they could be fine.
No, Danny's talking about the double belt.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I had those too. Those were the original ones. I wore them to International White Sox Dave Day. They were like Birkenstocks. I used to love Birkenstocks, and I got shamed out of wearing those. Maybe I will start wearing Birks again.
I think they're back in because that's like there's a bunch of interns that were wearing them. and
Chief
I
was
think
right, I
they're-
guess. I guess I was right. Just hang on.
Birks
This
are
is-
back.
Birks are back.
They kind of. I don't know if they ever. You were never getting like shamed along the way for wearing Birks. Though.
Yeah, I was.
But what were you wearing? You were probably wearing like a totally out of style Birk. You're talking about
Birkenstocks and clogs, the same thing.
Clogs.
Birkenstocks.
Clogs were like a girl shoe.
Nah,
No.
clogs are like a category. They are slip on almost.
I'll tell you what, there's some fucking shoehead out there right now pulling their hair out.
Well, Birkenstock's a brand, first of all, right?
Yeah, I thought it was like tissue and Kleenex.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I thought.
You think fitted hats will ever come back? Obviously, MLB still wears them, but you're never seeing someone wearing it outside of it.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, just when, though? It's going to be another good 5 years.
It'll come back. As soon as snapbacks get too played out, they'll be back.
But it's interesting because MLB players will still wear them and have never stopped wearing the fitted. So it's not like they're out of style. Like it would still be cool to wear fitted since MLB players do, you know? So like then at one point, whether they're like still relevant, but they're not relevant outside of the league.
I still think fitteds are in style. I just think fitteds are in style when you wear them frontwards. I think fitteds backwards are not in style.
Definitely not. The White Sox
Fred
day
Durst.
was a sad day when those went out of style for him. He couldn't tuck the ears anymore.
Speaking of which, we should set that up, Chief. You got to wear jeans and flip-flops to the office soon, and I'm going to set a timer to see how long it is until Dave says something to you about it.
Don't even bring the stopwatch, Ed.
Yeah, because
it'll be instant. That is one of my favorite like fall things to wear, where it's like 60 degrees out, and it's like I don't even own flip-flops now.
It's kind of shocking you're not a puffy vest guy.
I got a puffy vest.
I could picture that now. Puffy vest, the stonewash faded jeans with a pair of flip-flops. That is Chief. That's my Chief.
Flannel shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe
I just
Biden
got off the
aviators.
white guy assembly line. What'd you say?
Get those Joe Biden aviators on, you'll be good to go.
I tell you, my dad stopped wearing aviators because of that.
That's why I said that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I had said it on air or told you.
No, that's
Yeah.
why I said that.
Yeah.
Because when we went golf a couple weeks ago, Danny, I was walking with Chief through the clubhouse, and we're walking up to White Sox Dave. Chief whispers to me, guarantee you the first words out of his mouth is making fun of me because I'm wearing pants on a 90-degree day. I mean, it was like clockwork. Yeah, pants are a choice, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Which I always wear pants when I golf because Lyme disease, because my mom was on this show. What year is that? 2019? It was the old Office. And it ruined her life. So I know I'm going to be chasing balls off the fairway. So I feel like I might as well protect myself.
You guys constantly make me remember that I should be more worried about Lyme disease.
Lyme disease is a fucking problem.
Like we're prone to tick. We're in tick territory.
So apparently we're not, though. I looked at a chart yesterday, in fact.
See, that's what I always thought, but then you guys put it in my head, like, basically don't go in the woods if you're not fucking looking like the kid from Christmas Story, all bundled up.
I looked at a chart yesterday, and it's obviously Lyme disease and ticks are everywhere, but Lyme disease ticks are primarily in the Northeast.
Yeah.
The map says Illinois is pretty clear from what I saw.
All right, so what happens if a non-Lyme disease stricken tick enters you? It's still trouble, right?
Yeah, you don't want ticks ever.
Yeah, you don't want them ever, but like obviously Lyme disease fucking sucks.
Well,
and I think there's like, isn't there some like meat eating thing that could happen too with ticks? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm looking at it here, Ed, and Illinois is pretty fucking bad.
It can't be Chicago, though.
In the city, no, but like where you are right now, Ed, I'm looking at a map. It is just as bad as it is in New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut.
See, I don't know. We got conflicting maps, I think.
Yeah, well, this one's from January 2021.
Because I saw Minnesota and Wisconsin were bad.
Minnesota and Wisconsin are also bad.
Yeah.
But Illinois, like where you went to school, that's 6 hours away. I could see it being bad there, but not in our local forest preserves.
Totally. I could definitely see it being
Why
bad
would you
there.
guys be immune?
We're not immune. It's just I don't think this is like we're not enough woodland. We're not far enough in. We're too close to the city. We don't.
I don't know.
It's also the thing that it's an STD.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Do you want me to get Nikki Smokes in here to tell you what an STD is?
What do you mean? A
If
tick
you
can
have Lyme disease,
If you fuck a tick,
if you get Lyme disease, and then it is in your system like forever, and you have sex, unprotected sex, it's the same way you would get AIDS. Is it just goes through like the skin.
You're telling me you could have sex with a girl who has Lyme disease and you can contract it?
Yes.
oh, look who's not having sex for a while, Eddie.
That was never disclosed.
It's being disclosed.
Get your girl checked for ticks.
Yeah. Do you have that conversation? You got anything? Do you have Lyme disease?
He's gonna be checking her like how the chimps go through another chimp for bugs.
That would officially be the number 2 worst STD after HIV.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Depends on how bad you get it. There are things I'd rather have Lyme disease than herpes.
Yeah, anything
But
that's permanent.
I think Lyme disease would have much more effect on you than herpes.
It affects women worse than it affects men, number one. And yeah.
Lyme or herpes?
What?
Lyme or herpes?
Lyme.
All right, I guess.
You need some time to digest this.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. That was jarring.
Yeah. That's going back to condoms.
Let's take another break here. I want to talk about Twillery. Listen, Twillery's got these polos. They're tailored for performance and functionality. They keep you cool. They won't wrinkle, and they have plenty of stretch to keep you comfy. They're machine washable, so no need to take them to the dry cleaners. You guys got them over there by chance?
We did have one in here, and I brought it home because it looks so comfortable and fashionable. There it is.
There it is. Yeah. There was 2 in there, so you must have took the other one.
Yeah, I took the other one. It was a little big on me, but they're sweet.
That's nice. Hold that up, Danny. It's like a double. It's like a double whammy.
Hold
right?
it up. Hold it up.
Has it got buttons on it too?
It does. It's a nice little golf shirt, that one. The one that I have is like a long sleeve with buttons all the way down.
It's
Great
like a
material.
polo button-down hybrid.
Yeah, athleisure wear.
That's great for the golf course.
It'll be awesome. Yeah, fall, put a little sandals on there too. It'd be great.
So right now, Twillery has their annual warehouse sale going on with up to 50% off site-wide. Polos will be as low as $59, and you can stack our coupon code for our new customers. CDW18 for an extra $18 off, $139 plus or more for new customers. That's CDW18 for an extra $18 off, $139 purchase or more for new customers. Go check it out. Also want to talk to you guys about ChevyDriveChicago.com. Bears fans, big news. Opening day is just around the corner, and Chevy Drive Chicago wants to send you and a friend to see the first home game. Plus, the grand prize winner will also receive a gift card to help fund your tailgate or whatever you need for the game. What a deal. I mean, Chevy just keeps rolling out these awesome promotions. First, it was, tailgate in the lake. Then it was a free track for the Ducky Derby.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the opener against the Titans, it's going to be such a celebration. That's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for that game, and I would love to be at that game, and Chevy can send you there.
And a friend.
And a friend, if you got one.
Yeah. So head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to enter to win. While you're there, check out the latest lineup of Chevys, SUVs, and the all-new Chevy Silverado. Chevy Drive Chicago is the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. Hop in on the sweepstakes. It's a great way to go to the game, and they're going to hook you up with your tailgate, which is awesome. You don't have to worry about anything. You get to have fun in the South Lot. That sounds like a deal to me. So go check out Chevy. Chevy's the best.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving along here. Second thing, and well, not the second. We've talked about a lot, but are you guys pool or lake?
What in general?
Like, yeah, like if you could book a house for an Airbnb or whatever, VRBO, whatever, would you rather have a house that backs up against a lake and you could jump in and do what you want, or a house with a pool and the lake is a little? You got to
feel like you need to really maximize the lake. You need a boat.
Yeah, there's a difference between
Eddie's getting
having
camera went all wonky there, getting underneath his powder puff blanket.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said the camera went all crazy as you were trying to get underneath your powder puff blanket.
Yeah, I was cramping up. I don't know, a fucking twin size mattress. What am I going to do?
Well, this gives me war flashbacks of an argument Eddie and I had a couple years ago. Eddie despises the lake. If Eddie was wait, you tell me if we're right or wrong, Chief. Eddie, we were talking about, he was at Country Thunder and, limited shower access.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he wouldn't even like jump in the lake because he thought it was gross. But my argument is like, maybe you aren't getting cleaner, but you definitely feel more refreshed.
Totally.
And he was like,
what's the argument?
Eddie would rather do 0 shower, 0 lake than a lake.
Absolutely.
You just
Find me under a spigot, just like laying down with it dripping on me over jumping in a lake.
So that said, you're obviously going pool in this scenario.
1,000 times out of 1,000. Unless
there's a boat?
Situation.
Unless there's a boat.
Boat situation changes everything. I
Okay.
agree.
So you're down to do like tubing, water skiing, all that stuff.
Oh, no. I didn't say that.
Well, then like that to me is what makes the lake experience is when you can do all like the lake, I don't even know what you would call those, sports?
Yeah,
The lake
activities.
activities.
Water sports?
What?
Water sports?
Yeah, water sports. Like if you're at a lake, I like swimming in a lake too.
Me too.
Get some kind of flotation device and you just kind of like chill in the lake, and you're absolutely, Danny's right about feeling refreshed. We used to have, I was telling you this before we went on, I had these family friends that have this like little cottage shack place in upstate New York, Crooked Lake, and it was built in like the 30s, so the amenities there were not great. I think there was one shower and we would have 12 people in this little house. Everybody was just like, they had some kind of like soap that was safe for the lake, and we would just jump in, shampoo your hair, get out. It was great.
Crooked Lake sounds haunted.
Crooked Lake was awesome. I love Crooked Lake.
That's a great name for a lake, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
There, in your hypothetical, you said the lake would be in the yard. There is a difference between like the shore and in the middle of the lake. You're usually not getting great swimming water if it's right at shore. Sometimes you get a little of that seaweed, too many lily pads. So I could see your argument there, but you have to be talking for this to even compete. Has to be like an in-ground, nice big pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even a nice little out-of-ground pool that's got some spacious room in there, and fun.
Are you just scared?
Can't do a whirlpool in the lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you just scared because you can't touch the bottom of the lake? So you get a little.
That fucks with me a little bit, I'll be honest.
All right. You don't want to be
I
treading
don't
water
like-
out there?
The thought of my legs dangling is not comforting.
Yeah, but you just get like a little tube or a noodle and you're good. You just kind of chill and float.
Yeah. What are you afraid of, a minnow?
But it's not even that I'm afraid. I don't like that brush up from your leg onto seaweed changes you.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm not going to say that I love that feeling, but there is something sweet, especially in like the morning when if you're like hungover from the night before, you just run out and jump off the dock into like a cool lake, cures your hangover, you're ready to go. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's different.
Also, why is it that pools need to be cleaned?
What?
Like pools need to be shocked, chlorine, all that shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, so you're gonna lakes got to be absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, but it's more like
but it's not necessarily standing water. The lake is going to be river fed, spring fed, whatever, where it's going to be kind of self-cleaning to a degree, where the pool water is just like this is the water, this is it, there's no moving around, there's no like natural filtration or anything like that.
And pool it's more about like maintaining your own property, same way you trim a lawn. You can't be going in someone's yard and just see dirty pool water and a bunch of leaves. Like, you might be fine if you swim in it, but you just look the same. Like, they would look at you the same way if you just had fucking 12-inch tall grass in your front lawn. You gotta upkeep the thing.
But yeah, and you don't want to be swimming in a lake that's all filthy and gross either. But I feel like that's just less common.
Yeah, imagine someone installing a pool with like no filter, no maintenance. It's fuck
gross.
that. You might as well turn it into the Oakland Coliseum, drain it, and use it as a skate park.
I've seen some dirty lakes, man.
Oh yeah, most of them are dirty, but it's fine. It's nature.
Yeah, it's nature. I will say a leaf in a lake doesn't bother me at all. Leaves in pools, I'm like, that's gross. What's going on
Get
here?
that thing out of here.
Leaves in pools?
Yeah, like someone like skim that shit.
Yeah, that's bad. But the bugs. But that's what I'm saying. That's when you could see with a clear pool. Imagine what's in that dirty ass lake.
That's just stuff decaying at the bottom. It's fine.
Yeah. What's decaying though?
Fish bones,
Fish, leaves,
mermans.
little hot dog,
I'm not like a
little
total against
bits of hot dog when you go fishing and you don't catch anything.
Stand By Me is one of my favorite movies of all time too, and that kind of fucked me up.
The leeches, yeah,
Yes.
that's
Leeches are gross. I've never had a leech on me though.
me neither. It's a worst fear of mine though.
Really? You never
Yeah.
got leech, Chief?
I never got a leech.
Neither have I. You have?
No, I just figured Chief would have had.
Why?
Why?
He just seems like a guy who's got a leash.
From Crooked Lake?
Yeah.
No.
Right?
I never had any issues there. No.
What an insult.
This camp, I'm actually kind of intrigued to see what it's going to be like.
You won't be going in the lake, is what it sounds like.
I'll go in for sure. It's not that I'm like against it. I just think pools are better. That's it.
Cleaner. That's why you like them, because the pools are cleaner.
And I like, it's got the basketball hoop. You could set up like a volleyball net.
What about a blob though? Can't be doing that.
You're right. And I've heard rumors of a blob. I don't know.
The website had a blob.
Oh God, that's wild.
I
dude.
saw a TikTok video of this girl getting launched into fucking orbit off a blob the other weekend. Like two big guys jumped on the blob at the same time where she was at the end. She must have gone. It had to be like 70 feet in the air. It was.
Who's like the lightest person at Barstool?
Probably like spider.
Yeah, probably spider.
Just send him into orbit.
I'm gonna send Spider on to fucking Saturn.
Dude, blob. The blob is just such a simple invention that will probably be just as relevant until we die. Like what could replace a blob?
I've got to say, I've never done a blob, and I've been wanting to do it since that movie Heavyweights. That it looks so awesome that I am praying that there's a blob.
I feel like you got to put a lot of trust in the guy who's jumping on the blob. Imagine if you went just like straight up and then hit the blob back again.
That's a broken neck.
That's a broken neck, maybe a broken foot. Ankle.
Wait, what do you mean? How would you hit
If you
it
don't
again?
get launched into the water, like if you
Just go straight up and down or something in a freak blob incident?
Yeah.
they got to have protections against that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how a blob works, but
Yeah.
It's so simple. It's like a seesaw. It's gravity,
it
baby.
is, and it's kind of crazy that we've never done it. That's like
Have you done it?
No,
No.
but
Oh, yeah.
same thing. Heavyweight's one of my favorite movies too, and like known about this for 25 years of my life.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen one in person. Like even just driving by anywhere.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I have. Blobs are sick.
They're sick.
Wait, you've been on one?
Yeah, when I was in grade school, we went to this overnight summer camp. It was like 8 hours away in Wisconsin. This one's like 5, I believe. And they had all the works. They had the inflatable like jumping jack thing on the water. They had a blob, but it was only out a couple days a week. It was the whole 9. So I'll teach you guys everything I know about the blob once I get in there. But you guys are gonna have to be the ones launching me.
So they live up to hype, right?
Yeah. You might not be going into orbit like you do with heavyweights, but you get the right combo. You and Spider, he's touching the moon.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun. That blob is.
You're going to do any of the other water sports there, Ed? You going to try to get up on a wakeboard or anything?
No, and that's the thing too, where it's like, you want to talk about a nightmare, like whatever, like if it rains, or I forgot what we were talking about earlier, but I was gonna relate it to fucking Bobby Reags tearing his Achilles playing pickup basketball.
Dude, that he did tear his Achilles, and that's terrible. But like,
confirmed.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I don't know if it's partial or full, but he
I think it's partial. He didn't fully rupture, which means he doesn't need surgery right away. So he had for people that don't know, Reags is our college basketball blogger. And during our Summer Games video last week, he was playing 3-on-3 basketball, just fell driving to the hoop, partially tore his Achilles, and he has a 31 family member trip to Ireland to play golf at 6 different courses, and in
like a few weeks. So
it's like Friday, so not great timing.
Yeah, like the worst possible timing. But when I see things like that, because it's not like he was running, cutting, planting. Like he could have done that jogging.
Yeah,
It felt like his Achilles was on borrowed time almost.
I was talking to him too. Where does Reags live again? Where'd he fly in from?
He lives down near Cincinnati.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than having to go to like a foreign immediate care center when you're out of town.
Yeah.
When I had to do that, I got my face split open, and I was like in the middle of nowhere, Michigan, and you got to like deal with, I don't know, their local Walgreens center. You got to find a place in the first place. You're like, just get me home already.
Imagine being like in a foreign country.
Oh,
They speak like, imagine you went to the Olympics in France as a fan and something happened. You're just like,
it's like the
how do you even,
foreign jail.
Yeah.
That's a bad deal, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to do that?
No.
Besides,
I had once in New York when I lived in New York when I was doing my internship. I don't know. I was feeling like weird. I felt like I was having shortness of breath. I think I was just having a panic attack or something, but I was convinced I was having a heart attack. So I hopped in an Uber and went to a hospital that was nearby. And as I was there, I remember I passed the cathedral that James Gandolfini had his funeral at. So I was like, oh, this is like comforting. The guy who died of a heart, I'm passing it at the same time. So that kind of fucked with me. But yeah, it was weird being in like foreign soil. I don't think they ever found me either. I don't remember paying a bill. That was kind of cool.
Lucky for you.
you got a warrant out for your arrest.
Probably do. Probably shouldn't have said that. But yeah, I don't.
What was your panic attack about?
Who knows, dude? I think I just had cabin fever. I didn't know anyone out there, and I
Just existential stress.
Yeah, I lived in a room that was like an extended stay hotel. It was just like a studio with like basically cell block 42. Like it was just really small. So I think I just had cabin fever or whatever. But does that give you pause to play these games now, Chief?
I'd be lying if I said no, but I'm still gonna do them. You know, it's like I don't know. Like I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? Just never play basketball again? I think I like doing sports and activities too much to just be like I'm just gonna be on the sidelines forever.
Danny?
I have no pause just yet, but it was alarming that, like Chief said, Reags didn't even do like a quick cut or anything. He was basically just running, and so that could happen to anyone.
And then in the wrestling thing, because I've had that shoulder problem, that subluxated shoulder, and I can't remember who had me in the position, but like my arm was like extended, and they were like laying on top of me, and it really hurt. And then I feel like it fixed it. Like my shoulder feels it hurt so much in the moment, and since then it's been like I haven't had any issue that I've been dealing with for like 18 months.
A blessing in disguise having to do these sports.
Yeah, so me and Reags are on the opposite end of the spectrum. Just get absolutely pummeled in wrestling, but end up healthier than ever. And I did just make it through my first. I was more worried about men's league hockey because it's like I haven't played on any hockey on like a team in 15 years. And I just finished that season without any. Maybe
go sit on Reags. He'll make his injury better. But yeah, I mean, Chief's playing men's league hockey. That's as bad as it gets. You can't be complaining about basketball at that point.
We did actually, in our last game, somebody, I think he tore his ACL. He had pulled off the ice with a torn ACL. It was the first like bad injury that I had seen this whole season.
We all just got to hang it up, man. We're getting hurt out here.
But then what are you going to do? Just sit on the couch for the rest of your life? Just not do anything?
Men's league hockey, though, that's probably as dangerous as it gets for a 37-year-old man.
Yeah, there are guys older than me in it, though. So
now, would you retire if you got an injury like this, though? Or would you rehab it back?
Well, I had retired until this season from men's league hockey because I got punched in the face. I was playing on, ironically enough, my dentist team when I was like my first year out of college. And then there was like a scrum right in front of our bench, and I went to like pull one of the guys off. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I had like a guy in a bear hug, and a guy just came over the top and punched me right in the face. And I was like, what? I just looked at him like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? This is like the Fox Valley Ice Arena Men's League in Geneva, Illinois. Like, I don't need to be getting punched in this league. So I had retired from that. I think I wouldn't like rehab it with the intent I got to get back to be playing Friday basketball or men's league hockey. But I think once I was recovered, I think I'm probably playing again.
That'd be all time if it was Chief's dentist who came up and clocked him.
Yeah.
But so you've talked a lot about how bad like the shoulder injury hurts, but you'd still you're taking an upper body injury over a lower body.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Gotta.
Yeah. The only thing with shoulders that it would like impact my sleep a lot, which was
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah. But yeah, no, upper body all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend who said that he would rehab himself. Any injury, he would rehab himself to get ready for 16-inch softball. Like in mind, like he's like, I'm like, if you tore your ACL, would you quit playing softball? He's like, no, I would just rehab and get ready for next season.
Just do like Aaron Rodgers, live in a hyperbaric chamber, trying to get ready.
So was he playing the next game though, or just wait until next season?
Next season.
Oh, okay.
Well, this was hypothetical. Sorry,
Yeah,
this was hypothetical. But then the other friend was like, I would do it too. The only one that I would stop forever is a ruptured Achilles.
Yeah, I will say that when we had your block party, a couple of your buddies invited me to be on. They have like an organized floor hockey league.
Yeah.
And they invited me to play on that. And that one, floor hockey, I don't know if you've ever watched it, ball hockey. Like watching Biz and his guys play in that Chicklets Cup, it is like the most intense. It can't, like, you're waiting for your Achilles to pop. It's like a if not. It's a when, not an if when you're watching that. So I don't know if I would ever do ball hockey, even though I agreed to drunkenly at that party. But that's one where I'll probably avoid. But everything else, like, what are the odds? What are the odds you do it twice?
Are you on skates or no?
No, it's you're wearing basketball shoes.
Wait, so why are you so afraid of that one as opposed to
That one, the way, like, because it's like all the, it's like the worst parts of both sports. The way like your body's leaning, the cutting, the physicality of it. Like you're bumping people in that, and like way more than you are in basketball. It's way more physical than basketball, this ball hockey.
Interesting. That's not talked about enough, I guess.
They were literally brought that up to me this weekend that you're playing with them. So
I thought they forgot.
no, they did not forget.
Oh,
They're like,
fuck.
yeah, we got a league coming up in Palatine. We got another one at Merrimack Park. It was like Chief said he's playing. I was like, I bet you he will not play.
Well, I'll if they send a text, I'll have to pretend I don't know who the number is. But
Send a
like I could
text.
probably get guilted into trying it once or being a sub or something like that. But it that one looks way more scary.
Like,
Those are the sports you need a medic on staff for.
Yeah.
yeah, you need the night nurse for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think you just got to call it at some point if you're just tearing Achilles and shit.
Yeah. How long are you in Indiana for? Or wherever you're at?
Till Thursday. Then I come home for one day, and then I'm coming back to Michigan on Friday
Why?
for a trip with my buddies. Honestly, it's just it's like based around fantasy football, but no one really cares. It's more or less an excuse to get together with like college friends, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm basically not going to be in Chicago for like the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're camping.
Yeah. That's really it. All right. Anything else?
No, I think we covered the bases.
All right. How's the office? Fun?
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was pretty dead this morning, but yeah. No, it's good.
All right. Then.
Are you asking if people are missing you? Is that what you're wondering? Like, oh, where's Ed? Where's Ed? No one's asked.
I'm sure a lot of people have asked. I'm sure that's not true.
Okay.
I'm sure Spider's asked.
Mm.
All right, then. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, I have Mark Blutman on the show. He was a writer on Boy Meets World. We talk about just the world of Hollywood writing and
how the boy met it.
yeah,
Go on.
about the world. Yeah,
Nice.
It was a fun episode. It's a fun episode. All right, guys. I will. I'll see you guys soon.
All right. Enjoy Gary.
Yeah, thank you. See you, everybody.